Yo, what's up, everybody? My name's Wes, and this is my YouTube channel where it goes down in the borough. We talk everything Cincinnati Bengals football talk. Any breaking news that is released, I try to come, give my take, give my opinion on, and get your opinion in the comment section below. I also put out pro football NFL news regarding other teams, divisions, conferences, doesn't matter, as well as fantasy football news. The season kicks off in 55 days, guys. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can in the next 55 days before the start of the season. Kicks off September 8th. Is September, I think it's a Thursday night game. Thursday night, it would be the Los Angeles Rams against the Buffalo Bills, last year's Super Bowl champs, against a high-powered defense and a high-powered offense in the Bills. That game's going to be a banger. So, if you guys would please like, subscribe, follow this channel, turn the post notifications on. I'm trying to push out as much content as possible between now and the start of the season. Bear with me on the equipment, guys. I do have a full-time job. I'm new to the YouTube thing. I'm new to making videos, video editing software. If you have tips, tricks, please message me, leave them in the comment section below. I'm open to learning. And also, if you just have a different take on what we discuss, leave it in the comment section below. I love to hear everybody else's opinions. Doesn't even matter if you're a division rival from the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Browns. Hop on here. Let's hear your take. Let's get after it. Let's get the sports community all involved. That's what I want this channel to be about. So going straight into the news today, if you're a Bengals fan and you're like me, I think you were optimistic that we were going to get a deal done. Jesse Bates, we took him in 2018 in the second round out of Wake Forest, and man, has he balled out for us. He's been good for us. I'm not going to sit here and bash Jesse Bates. It's the last thing I'm going to do. He's played hard for our organization, and he's brought a lot to the table. Yeah, and I do think he started out the season slow last year, but when it came to time to step up in the AFC Championship game, when it came time to step up in the playoffs, he brought it. He showed up to work. Um, so if you guys aren't familiar with the deal that went down today, I'll tell you about it. Per Ian Rappaport, the Bengals, Katie Blackburn, and the organization, they were willing to offer an additional 4 million over the franchise tag. He would be playing this year on the franchise tag for 12.91 million. So let's say it's 13 million. We basically tried to secure Jesse Bates for 5 years with an additional $4 million. So 13 plus 4. My math's correct. That's $17 million. We tried to get him for 5 years on $17 million, and I can't be upset for him not wanting to take that. That's less than $1 million a year. And I did my homework on this, and I encourage all of my subscribers to do the same thing. I looked on CBS Sports, I looked on PFF, I looked across just several different sites, guys. I've seen him listed in top 3, top 5, top 3, top 5. So if you just take the worst and say, okay, he's a top 5 safety, you gotta come with more than less than $1 million a year to get him. Who knows? What if 18 million would have been the number? What if we just gave him $1 million a year, and Burrow worked his magic at that UFC event last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and he just needed $1 million a year? I'm not saying that's the case. It's probably not. He probably wants way more than that, and that may end up coming out soon. But I think he's worth at least $1 million a year. But we're gonna discuss why Katie Blackburn and the Bengals didn't think so. I don't think it has anything to do with character. We're going to find out if he shows up and plays this season or not. Right now, the report is that he's probably not going to. Um, if you guys are familiar with Le'Veon Bell from the Pittsburgh Steelers in the past, he was in a similar situation where he sat out the franchise tag, and then he reported this week that for the players that are looking to do this, it comes with its shares of risk. And I think that's important to remember Le'Veon Bell saying that, because he can truly attest to it. Getting traded to the Jets, and then his career went downhill, I believe, from there. Everything changed for him. Money can't always rule the roost, but let's discuss real quick the Bengals salary cap here, guys. Just a few quick things. This is going to be a quick video. Here's our 2022 projected draft pool cap, and here is why I think the Bengals ultimately went with a low number offer to Jesse Bates. You got to keep in mind we have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins to pay going forward. Um, Daxton Hill, we took him in round one. That's a premier safety in college. We'll see how he adjusts to the NFL. We took him round one, and then we went with Tyson Anderson in round five, pick 166. I think both of these two dudes are great. I think they're going to challenge each other to get better. I think they're going to push each other to really make noise at their respective position. And then in the second round, you have Cam Taylor Britt. I'm just going to shut this window here real quick. Um, Cam Taylor Britt. We took him in the second round at the cornerback position. Um, and if you look at our total draft cap pool here, it's only 6.5 million, guys. If you look at the dead cap here, it is 9.5 million. You got Trey Waynes, Riley Reef, Trey Hopkins, Suafulo. It comes to 9.5 million, and then you work your way down here to your top 51 contracts. It's at 187 million. All of our contracts together are at 214 million. That leaves us at minus 12,319,000 on the cap space. Um, our cap space with just the top 51 puts us at the on the plus side 14,865. So when you look at what the Bengals have, we have players coming up that we're going to have to pay, like I said, Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Wilson. Other players are due for some money, guys. So ultimately, I think that's why. I don't think it really has anything to do with anything else than is he in a position that is replaceable. And I feel like the Bengals drafted Daxton Hill and Anderson for a reason. I think ultimately the ball is in Jesse Bates' court. I hope he does come back and play this season. I think he will do great for us as long as he doesn't play with like spite. You know what I mean? Purposely get beat over the top or something crazy like that. That'd be crazy. But that would kill his stock. So he would never do that. And I just don't think he's that kind of guy. But let's shift focus over here to the Cowboys real quick. This is reported by Michael Gulkin today. As expected, the Cowboys and tight end Dalton Schultz won't reach a long-term contract today. Persons close to the situation said no last-ditch scramble is underway before 3 p.m. Coming off two strong seasons, Schultz will play this season on the $10.93 million franchise tag. I think Schultz wanted to get paid as a premier tight end, as a lot of the other premier tight ends are getting paid somewhere between like 13.5 to 15 million. I think Jerry Jones, he's perfectly content with paying him $10.93 million on the franchise tag this year, saving the money. Even if the Cowboys were to tag Schultz again next year, his salary would only rise to 13.12 million. So again, they would save money if they just franchise tag him next year, regardless of how well he does this year. And that may be the case. He would like to get on the higher end of the tight end compensation. But a lot of what I've read is the one big question around Dalton is if he's truly a special talent at his position, or did the people like Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup draw a lot more of the attention off of him? And that could be the case, but I think Schultz, when he has the ball in his hands, he runs people over, he gets big yards, he's pretty quick, he can catch the ball, without problems, and Dak seems to really target him a lot. Shifting over here to the Kansas City Chiefs. I thought a deal was going to get done here. Adam Schefter, no deal between Chiefs and Orlando Brown will get done today, but KC was aggressive. Its final offer was a 6-year, 139 million deal, 23.16 million average. That included a 30.25 million signing bonus and $95 million in the first 5 years. Both sides hope for a new deal after this season. The only thing left to be said is, will Brown show up and sign the franchise tag? Will Schultz sign the franchise tag? Will Bates sign the franchise tag? We're going to find out what a lot of these players decide to do and how it affects their careers ultimately going forward, but that's just part of the league. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the content in the video. Hopefully it was quick. They will get better as I continue to invest time in these after my full-time job, guys. So if you liked it, please send it to your buddies, share it, and help me grow the channel by subscribing. Thanks, guys.